Hey, how you doing? It's December 4th, 2016, and I'm talking to you about the supposed election fraud that our commie Green Party candidate that ran for president, Jill Stein, she's claiming she's wants these recounts because of the Russians. The Russians hacked the election process. They hacked the computers. They rigged things for Trump. Noticed how she says it's not for one candidate or another's benefit, but only Donald Trump states that he won are the ones being audited for recount. First of all, she missed Pennsylvania by over a week. And from what I understand, the way it works is she needs like 27,000 petition signatures, a couple from each district or municipality or something like that, and actual proof of voting fraud of some sort, which she doesn't have any of this. And she's actually going to try to go to the federal government to have them overturn the state law. Now, if the federal government has nothing to do with state elections, they shouldn't even hear the case. Second of all, if you really look at her website, from what I understand, it said this money that she collects for the recounts may not necessarily go to recounting. Because Michigan had to do a recount automatically because Donald Trump won by 0.25%. And what they had found out in the recount is Donald Trump lost 2 votes and Hillary lost 1 vote. So Hillary had a net gain of 1 vote. Now a lot of these Democrats that gave all this money away to Jill Stein and had nothing to show for it, now are just telling her blow off because this isn't going to amount to anything, which we knew this already. The idea was, let's hope they're not done counting in time before the delegates vote. And those states' delegates can't vote. And then Donald Trump would be denied those delegates. Which it would work if you had Pennsylvania, I think Michigan, and one other state. I forget what the other state was. But Pennsylvania, he won by 78,000. Go to New Hampshire. He only lost that by 4,000 or 3,000. I think Nevada was only a few thousand, less than 50,000. And there was another state, I can't remember. But these are all blue states that nobody's saying we better check those too. Oh, only the Russians were going to help Trump. But the Russians didn't do anything. Any hacking came from inside our own country by patriots that are sick of the bullshit and the corruption this country's been subjected to by our government. But what they did find out is in the Democrat areas, the strongholds, like in the cities and urban areas, that there's anomalies up to like 80% above what the voting registration was. So they were definitely stuffing ballot boxes for Hillary. That's why Hillary did not contest any of the states that won by close margin by Trump, because she knew that they would uncover fraud in her behalf. And that's what they're finding out with these recounts. So I think maybe that's another reason why the Democrats are all of a sudden like, we don't want to be involved in this no more. So you Democrat fucks, man. Nobody likes you. You can't do anything honest and succeed. You have to lie and cheat and fuck the public every way you can. That's the only way you're going to get anything, because your policies, your whole ideology is shit. And that's why we're almost destroyed as a nation. And Donald Trump hasn't even been president yet, and he's already got companies changing their minds and saying, we're going to stay in America. Whether it be for tax benefits or even threats of high taxation and tariffs trying to bring your goods back into the country. I don't care which way that goes. If they're staying here for Americans to work, I'm happy about that. And there will be tax incentives for companies to stay and prosper. And I like the fact that he's going to get rid of regulations. You write a regulation, I want 2 old ones gone. Perfect. That's fine with me. You got too many goddamn regulations here. Everybody's a friggin' criminal. You don't even know it. There's so many fucking regulations. Probably doing this right now is probably some kind of regulation that I'm polluting. Or doing something I'm not supposed to. But you know what? It's ridiculous. So it's about time we have this stuff straightened out a little bit. And I can't wait to see the Supreme Court come up when those judges start retiring. Because we're going to get some really solid, conservative, constitutional type judges, which is what we need. That's what this country needs. We don't need any leftist bullshit that whatever whims they want to make up trumps our Constitution, let's just say. That's another bunch of bullshit. And you know what I really like? I like the fact that our enemies are going to have to answer to a Department of Justice head with the nickname of Mad Dog. That's another thing I like. Don't fuck with the Mad Dog. So, until next time, think about those things. And I'm waiting until, I think it's the 18th or 19th when those delegates go to vote. And I'll be really relieved when Trump is officially the president. Guys, have a good night.